Welcome back to my Monday Night Raw review. This is Jacob Cass 2024. Now we're starting the video early because Monday Night Raw, it's they're in European, so they're in Europe and they're in the other countries. So that's why here in America it's on pretty early for us. Um, I just want to say make sure you guys hit that like button, leave a comment, please subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comment section you want to see more. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. My video has been sponsored by JD from the Just Alex, Fightful Pro Wrestling, and Solomon the Sound Off. I got more on the way, so make you guys enjoy this video. Now we will go through what happened Monday Night Raw. There's not much news and rumors here. Tommy, if CM Punk and Seth Rollins was a dream match, was a 5-star classic, best deal cave match. Now this is what we got on Monday Night Raw here. Obviously, the big thing to talk about is John Cena. John Cena's heel turn. First time we saw John Cena since the Chamber on March 1st after he turned on Cody Rhodes and aligned with The Rock. Now that will open this show. This was like a good 25 minutes, by the way. John Cena transiting to the WWE Universe. I thought it was great. I thought it was excellent. That's really the only thing that was interesting with John Cena and in the face-to-face with Cody Rhodes. John Cena's son, brother, draws out John Cena. You broken our hearts. Clearly, John Cena had enough of us. He turned it back on the fans after 20 years. Penta defeats Luger Kaiser. He overcomes Luger Kaiser in the No Hold Barred match. Dakota Kai defeats Ivy Nile and LWO Tag American Made. Rhea Ripley signed her name on Io Sky and Bianca Belair's name. So it looks like we will be seeing a triple threat match with Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair. It confirmed it's going to be a triple threat match. Triple H returned. Oh wait, that's a highlight because Triple H is in the Hall of Fame. We got Jey Uso got Gunther World Title. Lame. Jey Uso beat Austin Theory in a 1-minute squash. A 1-minute squash match. Jey shut down Gunther. Same old shit. We got this like 3 or 4 weeks now with Gunther trying to put the sleeper hold on Jey Uso. This time Jey got the upper hand on Gunther. We got the Mysterious Luchadors attack Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee after their match. We got Rhea, Bianca, and Io brawl backstage. A very good brawl. Seth Rollins was on the show. There was no CM Punk. There was Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins will confront Roman Reigns and CM Punk on SmackDown this Friday. Also, Braun Breaker defended the Intercontinental title against Finn Balor. He retained. Penta made himself very clear earlier today. He's coming for the title. So it looked like that. It looked like they're setting up Penta versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title. I guess we know what Braun Breaker doing WrestleMania. Braun Breaker and Penta. If the Penta win, is he gonna beat Braun Breaker? Penta been undefeated. He had not been pinned since being called up. He's been undefeated for a while. Is he gonna win the title? Are we gonna give it to Penta? I'm looking forward to that. Well, because Braun Breaker doesn't have any like challenger. We thought he might wrestle AJ Styles or Braun Breaker or Finn Balor. Well, he wrestled Finn Balor tonight, so I don't know what Balor doing WrestleMania, but I'm glad that Braun Breaker has an opponent. Thank God. Alright. Dominic Mysterio mistake cost Finn Balor his hit Braun. Yeah, Dominic cost Finn Balor this match. So that they're tensing with the jumping thing right there. Alright. John Cena explains his heel turn with a shocking promo. Cena and Cody on the same roof. I thought it was a very good show. The show was decent today.
The only thing I gotta figure out is who's the worst person, Sean Ross, Cyclops, or fucking Midget Fuck. Two bad people. Two fucking terrible people. But you know what? Sometimes terrible people make a whole bunch of money and do really well.
I mean, it is gonna backfire, but I also don't disagree with you about the Bianca and WrestleMania streak. And I do think that she is Mrs. WrestleMania. I mean, Bianca Belair is one of the most incredible WrestleMania performers in the history of the event.
I agree.
Like, I mean, she had, and she's still got plenty that are on the docket or possible or whatever that might be. But man, my God, that Sasha Banks, that main event, it was unbelievable. It's one of the best matches I've ever seen. Her against Becky was fantastic. Man, isn't it wild to think she's only done 4 WrestleManias at this stage?
Yeah.
It feels like it's been a lot more.
Yeah.
But she's 4-0. She was on the Mania Battle Royal though, yeah. She did that one as well. The Bailey match is pretty good. It wasn't nearly as good as the Becky match or the Sasha match, but she's also got to complete the set. She's got to face Charlotte at Mania at some point and beat all the horsewomen from them. Oh man, is it a good idea to have CM Punk at 10?
All right. So now let's show the other ones.
No promo. The only thing that I didn't necessarily get that I wanted was a new theme song. A new look. I imagined John Cena coming out and cutting this exact same promo in a suit, tie.
Yeah, me too.
Giving out that.
John Cena had a great promo. I thought it was the best promo I heard in years. It was a very good promo. It was given a lot of time. John Cena. I wonder if we're building to that because that's what Cody Rhodes did say in this promo tonight.
That corporate smile. Google still tracks you in your internet. Use DuckDuckGo, a real private browser.
Running WWE better than Vince McMahon's Richard on Monday and Friday night. Long
Breakup or guilt.
All right, hold on.
Or whatever. And I thought they were.
At 8:30, for 25 years, I've been in a beautiful relationship. That's how John Cena started off the promo. He been late, so so based on the promo, John Cena pretty much broke up with the fans. Like he turned it back on them. I thought it was great. Everyone's talking about it.
We got my guy best in the world, Metal!
Alright, hold on. Hold on a second. Now before I get back to my review, I actually wanted to watch these here. Now John Cena came out to his original theme song. John Cena, he came out to his he wore different attire this time, just the same thing, but wore different attire. The crowd was chanting John Cena sucks. They were chanting Let's go Cena, Cena sucks. It's been years since we heard these chants, by the way, in WWE. The last time we heard John Cena sucks was in 2018. Let go Cena, Cena sucks might have been in 2012, I think, or 2013. I believe it was 22. That's when we heard it. Those were the best chants ever, and we heard it tonight. Crowd chanted. Crowd even chanted "Fuck you, Cena." Man, crowd booed Cena. Like, they slaughtered him tonight. All right, so let's get down to business here. Hold on. Penta had a great match with Ludwig Kaiser, and there's no whole part, man.
A lot of people were giving up on me. You gave me a job. You.
Penta.
Wanted to avoid.
Penta had a great attire. A great match with Ludwig Kaiser. That means the feud's over, thank God. He's moving on to the title picture. That was a great way to end the match. He's still undefeated. We got Dakota Kai defeated Ivy Nile.
New Airhead Sour. Restart sour. Fresh off his sabbatical.
Chad Gable back on television. Wait, who won this match? And then here at the contrast signing to Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and Io Sky. It's now a triple threat match and confirmed.
So WrestleMania, you want to find out exactly who I am. I am Bianca Belair. I am the EST of WWE, and I will be the new Women's World Champion.
People are booing Bianca here.
All right, the contract is signed. It's now official for WrestleMania.
Well, I had to sign my contract for WrestleMania. That's what I'm doing out here.
That's so funny. Coming from you. Because you had no business being out here in my championship match. But there you were, Bianca. So I'm going to take a page out of your book. And I'm just simply out here to watch.
You're just out here to watch. So I guess you're just going to be watching WrestleMania. But since you want to be in my business, how about I make you my business? How about that? I can't really pass you.
Damn, this was a great segment. Oh. Now that was a great segment. Now this is when we assigned the WrestleMania contrast. You powerbomb Io into Bianca. Yeah, it clearly gonna be a triple threat match. It been I'm gonna clearly set it out. It just made sense. After what we got at the chamber with them in that stare down, what we saw last week, and then before that, yeah, it's gonna be a triple threat match. It has to be. Because Rhea's not gonna be left off the card. All three of these women deserve to be on WrestleMania and in the big match. Or it has to be a triple threat match.
Looking for the perfect place.
Now, as for the other matches, this might have been the first match. Jey Uso versus Austin Theory, 1 minute. Austin Theory is a jobber. Austin Theory jobbed out in 1 minute. Man, poor Austin Theory, man. Grayson Waller was there, but wow, this match lasted 1 minute. 1 minute. And then we got the brawl between Jey Uso and Gunther. Same old shit that we saw these last 3 weeks. This time Jey got the upper hand. I don't think WWE doing much with this storyline with Gunther and Jey Uso. They're not doing anything to get investor and make it care and make it say, yeah, this is the main event. I don't think it should. They gotta do a lot more than that. We still got a few weeks left, but Jesus Christ, man. They gotta do more than this.
You gotta stop the speculation. We saw last week backstage tagging.
So we had the LWO, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus the Creed Brothers, American Made. And then Mysterio's looking to attack Rey and Dragon Lee. Rey Phoenix. Oh, that Gable.
And he's not done yet.
Go with that Chad Gable.
America.
So we get chased by security guards.
The problem is,
John Cena speaks on the microphone. Dominic talking to Karrion Kross. Did Karrion Kross gonna join Judgment Day? Cause it looked that way. Finn Balor might get kicked out.
after all these years, and a wise man in his ear, Roman Reigns still can't come up with a plan. He needs his architect to do it for him. He had it all figured out, the time, the place, the moment, except he left one little detail out, and that detail is the man whose name you were all chanting just a few moments ago. Punk, I would have done what I promised the world I would do. I would have stomped his head through this match, ended his WrestleMania dreams, and I would have put his career on ice. Oh, don't worry about the OTC. I will be sure to put him in his place along the way. And it just so happens that my two favorite people, CM Punk and Roman Reigns, are going to be in the same place at the same time this Friday on SmackDown. I was thinking maybe I make a little trip down to Italy. Maybe I make a little trip to SmackDown and put myself right in between Roman Reigns and CM Punk. What do y'all think about that? Hey, SmackDown.
Alright, so that was there. Alright, so now we got yeah, I think this is the main event. Finn Balor versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title. I think that was the main event.
I was kind of playing a guessing game when it came to my health.
Now it's
Jacob Downey got involved.
Shoulder Balor. Around. Great move by Finn. For the title. Break on two. Balor's got to worry. Finn to lose his balance as he dragged Breaker off the ropes.
Oh,
If Braun Breaker gonna make Dom pay, Carlito back in the mix. Carlito gonna pay as well. And Breaker.
oh, look at this. Oh, that was awesome. Hurricane Rana, that was nice.
And this is called the end. Stairs.
That was a soft spear. Okay. Alright, now that's how the show ended. Penta helped Braun Breaker fend off the Judgment Day and points at the IC title. So clearly this is going to be for WrestleMania. It has to be WrestleMania. Penta going to be on. Penta will make his first WrestleMania, making his WrestleMania debut. I wonder who can win this match. Is it going to be Braun Breaker or is it going to be Penta? I'm a little concerned now because Braun Breaker should be He been dominant. He's had the belt for a while. Are we giving it to Penta?
Dominating Paulino. Match.
Yeah, it's clearly gonna be that. Yeah, it's clearly gonna be WrestleMania. So there's another match that they're also planted for. So that means we got Cody Rhodes and John Cena. Obviously, it's gonna be Punk, Roman, and Seth. Bianca, Io, and Rhea. That's 3. The 4th is Jey Uso and Gunther. And the 5th is Breaker and Penta. That's 5 matches now. That's 5 matches. Now, who is Atlanta gonna face? Is it gonna be Fatu? Is it gonna be Jimmy? Or maybe Solo gets involved? By now, based on what I just said, that's like 5 matches that are cleared for WrestleMania. That's 5 matches. Oh, at the 6th match, I forgot we got Charlotte and Tiffany. So that's 6 matches. That's 6 matches. We might need 6 or 7 more matches. 6 matches already set for WrestleMania. And that will close the show. So, alright, now let's go back to JD from New York.
Every single week.
And now let's go back to JD from New York. Let's see his reaction.
Grow the fuck up, get the fuck out, and go find something else to worry about. I'm not concerned about anybody who thinks my takes and my thoughts on wrestling opinions on Saturday night, man. As if everybody knows the fucking story. Nobody knows the fucking thing yet. Everybody acted like they knew exactly what had happened. If you didn't hear it from me, it didn't fucking happen. Am I being held accountable for? JD has bullied the women's division. JD has talked shit to Jake Cargill. JD has talked shit to Britt Baker. Oh my God, JD has said such nasty racist things to Mercedes Moné. I'd love for you to dig up these fucking statements. I'd love for you to dig up these tweets or clips. I'm sorry, folks. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. These clips don't exist. They don't exist. Is that woman's wrestling gear? Seriously. About Mercedes Moné's nights. I can't even begin to tell you what I've sacrificed to be a fucking creator in this space. Everybody thinks it's fucking easy. Oh, JD, go get a real job. Oh, JD sucks. JD sucks on commentary. Bitch, if I sucked on commentary, I would have been off the fucking air in the first 6 months. Bitch, if I sucked at what I do, I would not be here in front of an audience of 3,000 people on a Monday afternoon, which is much larger on a Monday night at our normal time. I've already blown numbers away for matches for private party. X for my removal of commentary. The show on Saturday consisted of half the fucking card being AEW talent. If it was really someone who wanted to push me around, JD's a misogynist. Are you fucking...
Alright, so he's like ranting a little bit. 7 o'clock. Wait, what? That's weird. John Cena called me a bully.
Cole, man, you just said what, that's in.
More than hope.
Incoming dick.
John Cena raised our fans in first heel promo in over 20 years. I think we will get new theme song for John Cena. I think he will get new attire. I think they're gonna build to that.
Lift the Wolverines. A lot of big order came up on me. You did a good job. You, Carla, Jenny.
Yeah, so I think we are building to that. I think John Cena will change his theme song. I think he will change his attire. I think we're building to that. Because Cody Rhodes even said it in that promo. I don't want to wrestle this John Cena. I don't want to wrestle the guy who won like a little bit. I think we have to build to that. I'll never Cody even called him a whiny bitch. I'll never call John Cena. Alright. Bianca full WrestleMania history. She's only had full WrestleMania. And today, it's like her fifth.
Are they telling him to play it safe?
Yeah. Their secondary.
The same fucking thing, but you all ran with it. Oh, look at this. We know exactly what happened. No, you don't. You don't. Unless you hear it from me, you don't know a fucking thing at all. You don't know a fucking thing. So who won? Nobody won. You all made a mockery of the entire fucking match. You all made a mockery of yourselves. You all embarrassed yourself. And I'm sitting here blocking all the fucking death threats and blocking all the fucking people who are using all these derogatory slurs and fucking digging up pictures of my grandpa and digging up pictures of Bacardi.
Now, there is no news and rumors here besides here, really. Now, that's what we got on SmackDown. I already showed this. SmackDown was decent. Now, this is NXT Roadblocks. I don't think I got to talk about NXT. I haven't really talked about NXT on my channel yet. Just want to say they put NXT Roadblock. Stephanie Valkyrie wins the NXT Women's Champion. And I think she's the TNA Champion, I think. No, she's the NXT Women's Champion and the NXT North American Champion. Title for title. She won. She got a moment. It was a very good match. LFG legend Undertaker and Mickey James confront NXT talent backstage. Javon Evans versus Ethan Page was very good. Obi versus Moose, NXT title match. Obi did retain. Jordan Grace versus Watson Perez was also very good. I thought Watson was still on the main roster. Why is he doing NXT? Is it the last time? The Hardy Boys versus Phasm for the TNA Tag Team title. Obviously, the Hardy Boys retained here. It was a very good match. Match was great. Only 5 matches on this show, which I don't mind, by the way. Now that will close out Monday Night Raw. The show was decent. There was some good matches. It felt a little bit short. I think the only thing people are going to be talking about John Cena's heel turn, this segment with Cody Rhodes. The no bar match was very good. The match with Dakota versus Ivy, whatever. We had a great contract signing with Bianca Io. Jason and Gunther, I don't know what to say about this. The same old shit. Man, poor Austin Theory being jobbed out in 1 minute to Jey Uso. And Gunther and Jay, the same old shit. It's just the same goddamn brawl. We had a decent tag team match. The Seth Rollins promo. I can't wait for SmackDown this Friday. Fucking Roman on the same show. Dominic caught Finn Balor. Finn Balor had to be leaving the Judgment Day. I think they will kick him out. I have a feeling we might get Karrion Kross or Aleister Black in the Judgment Day. Balor might get kicked out. He keep losing, keeps on feeling. I cannot wait for this build up. Penta and Braun Breaker. Now that has to be at WrestleMania because Braun Breaker needs an opponent. I'm not the right man.
Google. Just found my actual dream bag on eBay. This super rare center from the Southern Philly. Sports card.
They do a better job than Corey.
I could have gave up on the fucking team, but you know what? I didn't.
Now that might take a while.
You wouldn't see that from any other fan base outside of professional wrestling because who was it that said it? CM Punk? Your favorite professional wrestler is the softest person that you know. Absolutely 100% a factual statement. I've never seen so many soft, just absolute pussy type of individuals who can't handle solid, caring, upfront, honest criticism of the product. And then the way that they act is projected onto their fan base, and then they all act the same way. Sky gave up 7 years in WWE where he acted like a fucking true professional to lower himself and ruin every ounce of credibility that he once had in 7 years. Now the only thing that we know of Ricochet is that he is not anywhere close to what he was. And the one thing that we all remember from his 7 years in WWE was the fact that he got put through a fucking windshield on a car by Braun Breaker. And that's it. I truly don't understand the anger and the hostility towards what I do. I can only sum it up to jealousy. I can only sum it up to jealousy. I don't get it. I work with Jesse on Wednesdays. JD's a racist. I work with Jason on Tuesdays. Oh, I don't know why. Jason works with such a racist, misogynist asshole. Who the fuck are you to tell him who he can and cannot work with? You do know Jason has been over the house several times. He was over the house a couple of weeks ago for my 43rd birthday, making old fashions with me. Where do you think he filmed himself in the Dark Horse for the intro? Who are you to tell him who he can and cannot be friends with? All up and down his message boards. JD's a racist. JD's this. JD's that. I don't know why he works with him on Tuesday night. Because Jason wants to be there. If Jason didn't want to be there, he wouldn't be there. If Jason didn't want to work with commentary with me at House of Glory, he wouldn't be there. Yet you drag his name into what I do, and then you make me feel bad about everything that happens with what we do on Tuesday night. Meanwhile, look at the fucking numbers we're doing. I don't understand people and their just way of thinking. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Everything that you hear, everything that you see, everything that you read about me is completely misinformation and completely untrue. Everything. This weekend was a sheer eye-opening experience. I never, and I've been in some shit before for the things that I said, and I've held myself accountable for the things that I said, and I apologize to the parties that I needed to. But this, you're expecting an apology out of me for what? For what? I don't really understand what I'm apologizing for. The JD of 5 years ago would have went nuclear on everybody. You don't understand the ways. You don't understand what I had to do over the 5 years to calm myself down. You think that this version of JD is the same JD from 5 years ago? He's not. He's a better version of who I was 5 years ago. And no matter what I've done to make myself a better creator, a better person, I still get shit on just as much as the old JD does. But this JD is more honest and upfront about everything that he sees and everything that he loves and cares about. and I still get bullshit for it, and I still get just as much hate, if not more now, than I did then. Nobody understands that I did this before AEW existed. I criticized a bad show. AEW is not immune to criticism. Mercedes is not immune to criticism. Taking people off commentary is not the right way to go about it because I said bad things about a television show. It's not. Ricochet is not immune to criticism, and he's a fucking idiot because I've been praising him for the last 5 weeks. I even said word for word, he had the match of the night, and he wrestled the best match that he's had in years with Swerve at Revolution. But my words fall on deaf ears. Nobody gives a shit about the positive things that I say. They always want to cling to the negative because that's exactly what people know of me. I'm negative. Can't win. I can't win. So when I can't win, there's no reason for me to change anything. Because by that account, I know I'm doing something right, and I am winning. Realistically, every single thing that I say is being monitored under a microscope. Great. I'm glad that you guys have made me such a priority in this space. If you didn't give a shit what I had to say, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't. But here you are, 4,000 people on a Monday night. Shouldn't you be cooking dinner for your wife? Shouldn't you be finding your way home from your fucking Wendy's 9 to 5? No, but you're here watching me. Because you care about what I have to say. Everybody cares what I have to say. Otherwise, the fucking chaos that happened this weekend wouldn't have been. I told who I needed to tell in the moment that I said it. I said it. Me being pulled off of that match is not going to be a good look. And what happened? What happened? People think I spit. People think I slur shit. Just for the sake of projecting whatever. Whatever I say, I truly stand behind it. I know. Whatever happened on Saturday ruined the entire night. It had nothing to do with that. Nothing. Everything that I say here, people are riled up by. Why? Because I'm not shining up your precious AEW? For what? Would you rather me be dishonest? You know, lo and behold, AEW has just absolutely created this environment on social media where you can't say anything, whether it's positive or negative. I've been with AEW. I've covered every AEW show for 5 fucking years. If there is anybody that has seen the ups and the downs, the peaks and the valleys, it is me. It is me. I know everything that has happened in the 5 years. I know what they did right. I know what they did wrong. I know what they continue to do wrong. I know that the show is not the same that it used to be. If you don't take what I say as valid criticism, I don't know who the fuck you're listening to. I didn't pick up AEW because, hey man, I need some content to shit on and make some money. Motherfucker, I don't need AEW to make money. I don't. Got a Monday Night Raw review ahead of me. Got 4,000 fucking people in here, man. I don't need AEW. The fact that AEW exists is great. I only add it to my fucking, my catalog of content. I want it to be good. I need it to be good. I don't want it to be bad. I've been here for 5 fucking years. There's one person that you should trust in anything AEW. It's me and Jesse. Plain and simple. But nobody hears the criticisms. They label it as hate. They think it's hate content. I can't win. I can't win. I don't know what happened this weekend. I don't know where everything went wrong. The only thing that I did was back up what I am as a creator. You come at me, I'm coming at you. I don't need to be attacked for no reason. If you attack me, I'm coming back to attack. That's the only thing that I did. I didn't attack anybody at the show. I didn't attack Mercedes. I didn't say anything negative about anybody that was responsible for what had happened on Saturday. I just took it like a fucking man, and I did my job because I love what I do, and I love the people that I work with. They want me to do something, I did it. Simple. If everybody wants to run with a narrative, apparently it's not there. You don't know anything. You won't know anything. And I'll see you guys at the next show. And I'm going to continue to do the job that I do every single month. The prep and the job that I put into that position. You think this comes easy? I don't get it. JD doesn't deserve it. Who the fuck are you? I'm there because I've earned it. I've earned their trust. So give me a fucking break and step back and stop telling people what they do and don't deserve. You are not the end-all be-all. You do not serve judgment upon anybody else. You can sit there and dislike what I have to say, which is fine. I'm not everybody's cup of coffee. But if you want to come and say that I don't deserve where I am, I don't deserve the audience and the platform that I have, then you're just absolutely fucking mental. Because I do. I've been doing this for a very long time. And if you want it, go start your own fucking channel. And if you want what I have and you want to be where I am, then do what I did. And shut the fuck up and work your ass off to get where I am. That's all I have to say. Monday Night Raw. John Cena tonight. I was very indifferent to John Cena showing up overseas in a promo segment 3 weeks after the Elimination Chamber. I was very indifferent. I'm like, I'm sure it's going to be fine. I'm sure the audience is going to be great. I just didn't know what the body of the promo was going to be. Was it too long? Was it a situation where WWE would be taking Cena from the chamber 3 weeks after the chamber? Is it too long in between we hear from Cena after the heel turn, which could be labeled as the greatest heel turn in WWE history? I don't think that it was too long, and obviously they had to work around Cena's schedule, and I believe he was already in Europe anyway, wrapping up whatever movie filming he needed. But we got what we got tonight, and everybody was looking forward to, is he going to have new music? Is he going to have a new outfit? Is he going to have a new presentation? Is he going to just be different than what we've come to know and love about John Cena? John Cena did not come out to new music. John Cena did not come out with new gear. John Cena came out with an explanation, and an explanation we needed. And that's as far as it goes. John Cena's promo was exactly what it needed to be. He gave us a deep-rooted explanation about why he did what he did to Cody Rhodes at the Elimination Chamber. And I loved every minute of it. John Cena did not act funny. He did not go out there and do all the signature John Cena shit. He was stone-faced, looked right into the camera and at the audience and let everybody know exactly what was been bottled up for 20 plus years. And that's exactly what he needed to do. The explanation was very cut and dry, and it was very simple. He felt like the fans took advantage of him, and over 25 years, they did not appreciate anything that he brought to the table. They used him. They sucked him dry. They made money off of his hard work and dedication, only to sit there and do a meme that people still use today. He says he was in an abusive relationship for 25 years, and today he's officially ending that and breaking up with the WWE Universe. Cody Rhodes came out and said, I don't know who this John Cena is, but this is not the John Cena that I wanted at WrestleMania, and this is certainly not the John Cena that I want to see at WrestleMania. This whiny bitch version of John Cena. The only thing that I had a problem with is that John Cena did not explain to us his desire to chase number 17. He did not explain to us what 17 meant to him. Now, we have
sex trafficking and child exploitation. It's real everywhere, thriving in darkness.
Cena didn't say, I'm not going to do that. What it means to WrestleMania main events, what it means to win the World Championship and win number 17, why exactly he did what he did to Cody and what Cody has to do with any of this. He didn't explain any of that. But there are layers to this that we cannot give away all in one sitting. So I'm not going to really go too hard on what he did not mention tonight, because the most important thing is how he was feeling and why he came to a decision that he came to at the Elimination Chamber. How Cody falls into that, what the championship means and what 17 means and what WrestleMania means to him. I'm hoping that WWE attaches those explanations to John Cena's next 2 appearances. That's all we can ask for. But what we got tonight was fucking great. It made WWE look like a company of geniuses by going out there and having Cena's first appearance in Brussels, Belgium, with 9,000 people, with the monstrous reactions that he got tonight. I'm sure he would have gotten a great reaction here in the States, but it was going to be nowhere close to what they did tonight in Brussels. They really just laid it on, and they really gave the entire moment, the entire segment, the atmosphere that it needed. And I'm glad, looking back at it now, we were worried, is this going to be too long of a wait? Is this the right place to do it? They passed the test with flying colors, which in most cases, trust what the company is doing, and if it doesn't work out, we can criticize it and fix it later. What they did tonight was exactly what they needed to do. So we'll talk about what he said, we'll go over the promo, and we'll go over where we go into next week's show in Scotland. Rhea Ripley, she signed a contract tonight in a segment that was a contract signing between Bianca Belair and Io Sky. Rhea Ripley ended up signing the contract along with the other 2 women. Now, what does this mean? It means that we could be looking at a triple threat match, which I think everybody is kind of fixated on right now. I do see where WWE is going with this. I am enjoying what they're doing with these ladies. It's certainly a lot more interesting and a lot more natural than what we're getting with Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair just has this thing about her where everything just feels forced. I find it funny that her signature move is called a natural selection. Nothing about Charlotte is natural as far as what she does in the ring and the stories that she is involved in. Nothing feels natural at all. WWE seemingly taking a play out of the WrestleMania 20 main event between Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Chris Benoit at WrestleMania 20. They're taking that and applying it to this. That's why Rhea Ripley signed the contract, just like Shawn Michaels signed the contract back during WrestleMania 20, which ultimately made that a triple threat. So a lot of people were confused as to why they did what they did tonight. Looks like Paul Levesque is dipping into his bag of tricks and taking something that he was a part of and applying it to women here in Io, Bianca, and Rhea to take a page out of what he was a part of for the WrestleMania main event at Madison Square Garden at WrestleMania 20. And I like that. I think that's great. What is old is new again. Is it creative? Listen, we haven't seen something like that done since then in this manner at WrestleMania. It's fucking 20 years ago. So if everybody's saying, oh, it's not really creative, sure. But what is old is new again. I think it works in this context, especially with what's happening with Bianca and Io, and now Rhea kind of interjecting herself into this. I like it. And then Braun Breaker, Intercontinental Championship match tonight with Finn Balor. Penta has made his intentions known. He is going after the Intercontinental Championship against Braun Breaker. He's got to get through Finn Balor tonight first, which I don't think anybody really anticipated Braun Breaker losing the championship. But if we're going Braun Breaker and Penta at WrestleMania, that certainly is a direction that I'm very fond of. I don't mind that at all. Penta is deserving of it. Penta is awesome. And Penta has won matches. Get that. He's won matches, which now makes him very deserving of challenging for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, he's won all his singles matches, except for the triple threat match where he lost to Ludwig, but he wasn't pinned. He's been protected. He won all his singles matches.
So we'll talk about that. Where does Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor fall into that? Are we looking at a multi-man match for WrestleMania? What happens with the New Day and Rey Mysterio? Figure it out. We'll talk about it. We'll give you my thoughts, critiques. Thank you guys very much.
Alright. Cena traffic WWE fans. Now I can watch Denise Salcedo and Santi. 43 minutes.
What is up, everybody? Welcome. He's not a heel. He's just a human being, and basically saying that the fans are selfish and always wanting what was in it for them. And Santi, I can't wait to get your thoughts on this. How broken is your heart with this moment after what John Cena just did to all of his fans?
It's so funny because in that promo, I was like, yeah, John, you let them know they bullied you for years. You laid out your blood, sweat, and tears in that ring just to hear Cena sucks chants around the world. And more from Cena, that we were basically just treating him like a mascot. And he broke up with us, like literally. He literally broke up with us on live TV. And I haven't been broken up with ever, Denise. I'm always the one that's done the breaking up.
Okay, they don't be liking crazy bitches out here. But anyways, it sucks. Okay, your heart is broken, and I'm glad you're finally feeling what it's like right now to get broken up with. Go sing Alanis Morissette songs. That's what you gotta do.
I gotta go on my hook.
And so your heart's broken. Continue on, Santi. I kind of cut you off there.
Yeah, no, I thought that this was such a brilliant way to go about it. If you think about what we were all expecting from this, remember how we were all like, ooh, new music, new look, new attire, and John Cena going out there and telling us, I'm not giving you what you want anymore. I know you were all expecting new music, new attire, new this, new that, but I am sick and tired of giving you what you want. You no longer get to demand anything from me. And I think that is weirdly such a brilliant way to go about turning heel. Not changing anything about yourself aside from how you feel about the fans. He still went out there with his colorful shirt, with the colorful towel, with the same merch, and it was just a demeanor change as opposed to trying to change the entire package that is John Cena. And when I think about it, the more that I think about it, the more I think that this is the way to go. Like John Cena just simply changing the way that he sees and thinks about fans is enough to repackage him as a heel. This is a 20-year-long hero of the company babyface that does not need the repackaging to tell us that now he's the bad guy. He doesn't need that. Just him changing his demeanor is more than enough to tell us that he's now the bad guy. And the fact that he's saying, I'm not a face, I'm not a heel, I'm just a human. I kind of love the idea of him not changing anything about himself and just changing the perception that he has about the fans. I think that that's weirdly genius.
Yeah, it's definitely not what we were expecting. I know myself, I was trying to visualize what a heel John Cena would look like, right? He's going to come out all emo, black leather pants, or maybe black leather jorts. I don't know what he would come out with. And
Was this extension John Cena? Did you want him with a whip as well? Did you want him to give you a safe word? Did he need a safe word for you?
Legitimately could not see what he went out there and did was that he really, really laid it in, right? Calling us pathetic, calling us idiots, calling us all these types of things. You know what I loved even more? The way that the fans reacted to this. They had every single chant that you've ever heard the years that you've heard your favorite heels or heels being called, all in one segment. And my favorite part was when he called out that poor little kid. And they even showed the camera of this poor little kid, completely brokenhearted, watching John Cena call him out like that John Cena t-shirt. I thought the crowd really brought it and they gave it to John Cena and John Cena gave it back. That moment when he was just standing in the ring before he even started speaking and how crazy the crowd was going. And at the beginning, the crowd was still split, right? Like you were getting people cheering for John Cena. By the end of it, you weren't really getting any of that, Santi. And I felt like he needed to do this because you and I talked about this before. Like there are going to be people that are still rooting for heel John Cena. And I think he needed to really lay it in the way that he did tonight in order to maybe try to get some of those people to maybe change their minds a little bit.
For sure. There's going to be the minuscule hardcore like me that will continue to root for John Cena regardless of what he does, even though but on Cena's show, he had that crowd eating out of the palm of his hands. And one of the things I just like about John Cena's ability to cut, you guys are literally proving exactly what I'm talking about. Everything that I'm saying, by you chanting this or that, blah, 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 you are proving that you are ungrateful. This promo was based off the fact of whatever it is that they were chanting. When they started chanting Cody Rhodes, Cena, in a split second, pivots his promo to talking about, oh yeah, chant Cody Rhodes, your new boy, the new guy that you guys are now pushing to the moon, the new me, basically. I think Cena reminded the world that, to me, he's in the Holy Trinity. It's Cena, Punk, and it was The Rock, but I was gonna say Rock. Recently, I've taken The Rock out, but
all time though.
All time. If not Rock, Paul Heyman.
Interesting. I feel like The Rock, I don't think, it's mind you, this is coming from a big CM Punk fan. I still hold The Rock at the very top when it comes to like mic work because when I think of my favorite WWE moments, when I go down the rabbit holes of like great moments on the microphone, it's literally every single wrestler plus The Rock. Yeah. I can think of all of these segments plus The Rock. It involves The Rock. But I can't see myself taking The Rock out of the list.
No.
Now, from on the fly type of thinking, and the fact that he's doing that, in a different kind of a way, like that feedback again with the fans, like you said, reacting to the fans. And I feel bad because when you were kind of describing The Rock, where he kind of lets these moments sink in a little bit too much. You know what that reminded me of? And a sample of what we saw here tonight. That was with Seth Rollins. That Seth Rollins promo was literally a poor example. It was literally an example of the poor version of what you would do with the crowds, in total opposite of John.
Nothing of substance. The answer is promoting, hey, I'm gonna eventually talk to those guys. And hey, the main event, let's give a round for applause. Yeah, that was Seth Rollins' promo. It was such a nothing promo, unfortunately, that there's like nothing to talk about when it comes to that promo.
Song. I'm sorry, I'm a Seth Rollins song hater now, officially. I'm over the song already. Seth Rollins go out there and be a cheerleader, or not a cheerleader, be an MC for the show. So he did announce though that CM Punk was going to be on SmackDown, so that was pretty much it. So he's basically going out there and, like you said, promoting the show. But going back to the John Cena segment, the one thing we didn't get too much into was Cody Rhodes' response, Santi, because we have been hearing Cody Rhodes go out there, and one of the things that we were talking about was there was really nothing much else for Cody to say. He had been going out there, and until we heard from John Cena, he really couldn't go any further. And this time he went out there and he kept it very, very brief. He basically just right and left, and that was the end of that. Were you surprised by how simple they kept it? And do you think it was simple
enough to be effective. And keep in mind, they did announce another segment with them next week.
I feel like the simplicity was almost like necessary. Cena had already gone on for 20 something minutes at this point. He'd gone on for about 24 minutes if you include the entrance and him playing the crowd for a while, dropping the mic. He went on for about 25 minutes, so I don't think that there was a lot of room for Cody Rhodes there. This left me wanting more. I don't want to say that it was bad, but it left me wanting more. I certainly hope that Cody's angle in all of this is more deep than just you're a whiny bitch now. I feel like we need to cut a little bit deeper than that, and I'm sure that they will. We still have over a month until WrestleMania at this point, so there's plenty of opportunity for that to happen. But I feel like they on purpose kept Cody Rhodes' promo very one-dimensional and very short because I really think that they just wanted us to walk out remembering the Cena segment. That's why I think even the main event kind of fell flat. The Seth Rollins stuff fell flat because I think the goal of today's Raw was for you to walk away emotionally troubled from the Cena segment specifically. I don't think that this was the start of Cena versus Cody. I think this was the unveiling of John Cena as a heel. And then from here, now that we know what kind of character we have, now that Cena unveiled himself and showed his cards for 20 minutes, now we can do Cody versus Cena promos back and forth and actually get into some substance. I feel like Cody was out there to remind you this is a Cody versus Cena match at WrestleMania. Create a little bit of excitement for the next time that they meet because we won't need any exposition anymore about the John Cena character. We got that. That's what today was about. The exposition and the unveiling of the Cena character.
It was Cena versus the fans today. It was trying to break away. And like you said, break up with us. That's what we got. And he said it himself. We're breaking up with you. And that really was when we're done. We're cut off. That's it. And I think that's going to be interesting to see what the crowd reaction is the following week and how we sort of continue this on. But man, I'm so interested in what they're doing here. And I can't wait for the moments though. Because like you're right. When Cody Rhodes, when he came out and all he had to say was, you're a whiny bitch. Yes, I do want him to cut deeper than that, right? Like this guy, him and The Rock really messed him up. They busted his eardrum. They did all of these things to him, right? Really, really left him all messed up. I want to see Cody Rhodes like really point that out and try to like almost try to make John Cena sort of feel his guilt, maybe ashamed. Because right now, I feel like as a babyface, I would try to point out, like, hey man, you used to be a good guy. You used to do all of these things. How could you have no shame, no guilt for what you did and what you did to me? So I would want to see Cody kind of like maybe hit that a little bit harder. But next week, though, do you think we'll be finally getting some violence here between Cody and Cena? Because it's brewing, and you almost felt it, like you wanted to kind of see that today.
I think it's inevitable. I think they're in Glasgow next week. I feel like that's a great place to do it. You've got London. I feel like next week we should get at least some physicality, or at the very least an extended segment where Cody and Cena go back and forth with words. That is the bare minimum. We need at the very least that, because this wasn't what that was this week. Like I said, this was the John Cena and John Cena breaking up with the crowd featuring Cody Rhodes. Now that we got through the John Cena breakup, now it's got to be Cena and Cody building up this match in their hatred between each other.
All right, we got a couple of super chats, so let's go right in. We got Christopher Marino who says, not sure if you mentioned it, but with Raw in Scotland, Joe Hendry have to be Jay's partner, right? And this is a theme that was mentioned by Sam Pyboon earlier on in our watch along. It seems like a couple of people are expecting Joe Hendry to come out there and be Jay Uso's partner in that tag team match that was announced for next week. Of course, we know that Joe Hendry's from Scotland. I personally want to see it. Whether or not it's going to happen, I don't know. But do you think that that's the expectation that people are sort of having going into this matchup, Santi? Or do you feel like, it's probably going to be like Otis or something?
I mean, I was expecting just Jimmy Uso, considering the segment that there was between Jimmy and Gunther on SmackDown. Joe Hendry is definitely the dream answer. Joe Hendry is also doesn't make sense. If I'm just being like blunt about the actual WrestleMania story and the feud.
Yeah.
It makes sense because of it's Scotland and it's a cool pub, but are we really at a point where Jey Uso's storyline requires the cheap pop? Is that really where we're at with Jey Uso? Because that's what it is. It's not like as if adding Joe Hendry would help develop and build the storyline. It's cool, but it just seems weird to be using the Royal Rumble winner storyline for the cheap local pop or a guy that's not going to be there the week after.
I know that's the thing, though. I think a lot of people are sort of dream fantasizing Joe Hendry in this spot. Like I said, it might just be more of a simple option. But then again, you never know. They've been trying to surprise us, so maybe there's like that what if in the cards. But don't get your hopes up because promo. But this one hit differently. It felt like he was talking to the 10-year-old me. Exciting stuff and really had a main event feel. I love it too because he was talking to 10-year-old me who would boo him too, and 10-year-old you, Santi, that would cheer him, you know? It really did. He touched on everybody here today, and I think that was like the great part of it. Thank you so much, Yati. We got Rare Gamer 99 who says, Lisa Tequila, the masked man is back. Prediction. Okay, there you go. This was after the Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee match in which they defeated the Creed brothers. He then had the masked man come up and beat up both Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, suplexing them, headbutt, you name it. Everybody yelled shoosh at him. Any thoughts here, Santi?
Did you hear him yell, Silencio?
You didn't hear that.
Yeah. On to this segment now? Like, are we just going to fully pivot here?
To, like, really show their personalities, because I think once they really do show their personalities, I think they will really become, like, the it team, because they were the it tag team on NXT. Everybody was like, oh, shit, the Creed brothers, like, look at the insane moves that they can do. There's sort of been this disconnection, though, on Monday Night Raw, where they haven't really gotten as over as I think that they were on NXT.
Yeah.
But I do still feel like the Creed brothers is the tag team that I'm rooting for. Like, they're probably my favorite tag team in general right now.
Oh, yeah.
They're not the hottest.
Bang on, I'm with you. They're my favorite act right now on Monday Night Raw in that division. I thought that their chemistry with LWO was great. Look, getting LWO versus American Made as a faction match at WrestleMania, because if I look at like last year's WrestleMania, right, they did have a couple of faction matches. They had, for example, Damage Control versus the Big Three. They had the Pride versus the Final Testament. We don't really have that in this landscape of WrestleMania yet. A lot of singles matches, triple threat matches. I feel like LWO versus American Made might be where they're going to end up going. And if that's the case, I'm excited to see the Creed brothers specifically on that stage. And even Dragon Lee, who, if you remember, got snubbed last second for Andrade.
That is true. And it's WrestleMania, and sometimes they just like to throw in a bunch of people in there so they can have a WrestleMania match. So I think you're onto something. With that being a close prediction there. Yeah, this was a fun match. Again, I'm rooting for the Creed brothers. I want them to get over. I actually think the pairing with them and Chad Gable has been like the best attempt at doing that. Because one of the things that I like, one of the things that I think that the crowd hasn't seen is how much personality Brutus has. Brutus has so much personality. For a little kid and you got in trouble with your mom and your dad and they went off on you, not once did my mom. That was the one time I got hit and I never forgot it.
Here, when I was grounded.
Bullying me, and finally we got free. So all went well here, but did you? Very, very quick, by the way. Love that they did that because I think Jason kind of needed a quick win. But afterwards, there was a little bit of a scary moment when he went to the outside, tried to take out A-Town down under, but it just didn't. It unfortunately didn't go too well, but he bounced right back up and was able to get attacked by Gunther. So all went well here. But did you have a moment, Santi, where you were like, I hope he's okay?
He looked fine. My reaction was like, oh, great. Because he needed more fuel for the internet wrestling community to hate on the fact that he's in this. They're going to be replaying it.
I hope everything's okay, but yeah, he looked fine. He bounced right back up. Anthony Giuliano says, hey, please, how can I watch SmackDown where I can get the VPN request for you? Thank you so much, man. couple of chair shots, Canadian Destroyer off the middle rope, Penta Driver for the win. I thought this one was pretty damn fun. Definitely the best match that he's had with Ludwig Kaiser. How'd you feel that?
I agree. I also feel like this is one of those matches where you wish you had a VPN if you're American, because they actually had some good stuff during the commercial break. Like the match kept going and it was really good. Ludwig for the Intercontinental Championship, which I think is great. Why not?
Dude, I got so excited when he said he was coming for the Intercontinental Championship because I had this moment of like, ooh, yay, Intercontinental Championship gold. But then I was like, wait, the champion's Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker versus Penta will be epic. And of course, I might as well get into that. So let me fast forward to the ending of the show because we did see Braun Breaker successfully defend his Intercontinental Championship against Finn Balor. And like many of us expected, the Judgment Day unfortunately kind of was the reason that Finn Balor lost because even though Dominic, your boy, tried to help out Finn Balor, in the end he ended up causing him to fall and hit his little demons. And so that ended up being the reason that Braun Breaker was able to finish him off the spear and get Frankensteiner and the spear and get the win there. But at the end of the show, we closed off the lasting image being Braun Breaker and Penta staring across from each other with that Intercontinental Championship. Santi, we have had a lot of teases now at this point with Braun Breaker and AJ Styles, Braun Breaker, and now Penta. And they're teasing us a whole lot with what can be for Braun. And I think this is one of those other ones where I'm like, okay, this option here is something I really want to see. But part of me is like, damn, I don't want Braun Breaker to lose his Intercontinental Championship yet. And if Penta goes up for it, I also don't want Penta to lose. So I'm kind of stuck in a situation where I'm like, I like both guys and I want both of them to be champion. Obviously, that cannot happen, but I think if they do this match, this could be a really, really banger match.
I agree, and it is sad, for Finn Balor fans that Finn Balor once again is taking the pin to set up somebody else feuding for the thing that we thought that he might have a chance of winning. Penta versus Braun Breaker, that's a dream match in every regard. And I do hope that they pull the trigger on this at WrestleMania as opposed to any of these other European shows or anything like that. I want this to be at WrestleMania because, even though you're mentioning the fact that you don't want either of these guys to lose, like that's pretty cool, to go into a match where you are emotionally invested in both of these guys and you want to see them both win and both lose. That's going to take you on a pretty awesome roller coaster of emotions as a match. But it's also just so indicative of how WWE is using these AEW refugees, if you want to call them that. Like, that's such a vote of confidence. Again, if I'm one of these free agents with the ability to jump to WWE and I see how they're using, and I'm in your boat as well, where I don't want either of these guys to lose. I want both of them to win, but I'm also here for whatever ride they take us on because I just know that match is going to be unbelievably good.
Isn't it crazy that, they say the grass is always greener on the other side of it in reverse, where it's like, okay, you weren't being used in WWE, now you're in AEW, and look at the way that you're being used now. So it's kind of funny. I think that you're sort of seeing some people be used better in some promotions than others. You can't say that for everybody because look at Andrade, he's literally stuck in the exact same boat that he was before. But I guess it depends on who they prefer or don't prefer. But yeah, it's pretty funny to be able to see that. All right, let's go ahead and get into also. All right, we got a super chat here, and this is from Sandy Klein, who says it's just me that wants to face Austin Theory. I just want them to break up. I'm sorry, but
I'm done with this.
Right, Sandy, I'm over it. I'm just like, at this point, you're trolling us that you haven't broken up A-Town Down Under.
Yeah, honestly, like they had a little bit of a fire in like lightning in a bottle in the fall when this was at the height of its speculation when it could have happened. But it almost feels like the Otis push that they missed out on, and then they tried later on in the year, and we're like, brother, you're 7 months too late for this. What are we doing? This is kind of like where it feels like we're at with the A-Town Down Under breakup or heel turn, whatever it might be. I still want to see it, but it's just not going to hit as hard when it happens compared to had they done it in the fall.
No, yeah, they're trolling us at this point. They should have done it already, and I thought they were, especially after that Oba Femi NXT match that they had. But I guess they didn't. We got Anthony Giuliano here who says, my opinion on the Cena segment was not the promo I was looking for. He didn't say why he joined The Rock or have actually why he turned I wanted more. Well, I think why he turned was essentially him basically telling us that the fans treated him like shit, right? That he was in some sort of like abusive relationship with the fans, right? Love-hate relationship. So I think that part was answered, but why he joined The Rock, that part still wasn't answered. I think we could definitely dive into that a lot more. And hopefully they do that. Hopefully Cody Rhodes questions him on this next week. And like Santi mentioned earlier, I do want to see that back and forth with Cody and John. Not just one guy having their own monologue, but both guys going back and forth. Thank you so much, Anthony. All right, but speaking of people
You're
going back
done
and
with
forth,
the
we gotta
work,
get to
dude.
the Theo
The
Sky and
worst.
Bianca Belair.
Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
you?
This was a really damn good segment, and I feel like they've really been lighting this up because Rhea goes out there, she just disregarded all the rules that goes into contract signings and just
The
signed
law?
contracts for herself. Yeah, the law, exactly. This basically led to her trying to get in on this match to the point where after the contract segment, we had Bianca Belair attack Rhea Ripley backstage. Rhea Ripley's begging Adam Pearce to get her into this match, and Adam Pearce is like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And at this point, I'm trying to figure out when he's actually going to finally say, all right, we're doing it. Like, you're going to be in this match. Because even though she signed her name, as we all know, that's not really how it works. So how we get there, I don't exactly know. But here's what was interesting, Santi. Bianca Belair is still technically a babyface. But in this whole segment, she was being booed at the wazoo. And Io Sky was being cheered like she was the most normal person in that room. Maybe aside from Rhea Ripley, of course. But I was very, very impressed with those dynamics. And of course, this is not the first time we've seen this. This has happened before. But still, to see it is pretty interesting. What you make of the segment and how everybody reacted to everybody?
I mean, I loved it. Whether it's intentional or not, every single week they keep making Io a bigger star. And I want to believe that it's intentional because I also believe that it was highly necessary to elevate Io Sky and Rhea in terms of overall popularity in the WWE. So seeing these past 2 weeks her get or not getting the same type of reaction that that Io was getting, it's still Bianca Belair, especially when she's at stateside, she's still going to get all those reactions and she's still going to be the most popular thing on any given episode of Friday Night SmackDown, so she's going to be fine. The one that needs the help and is getting the help is Io Sky, because she looked great in that contract.
Ripley getting like frustrated, right? Because Rhea Ripley is usually, for the most part, she's composed, right? Like, she's this badass, she knows. And I love to see that. So that's my favorite part of the story. And in regards to Bianca, it feels like I don't know if it was always the plan to turn Bianca heel at some point, but it feels like because it's what the fans want to see, that they're almost pushing for it to happen. And of course, international fans different than fans here in the United States and all of that, whatever. But I think that just people overall really want to see Bianca turn heel to the point where I will be surprised if WWE does sort of, tweak the storyline a little bit and make Bianca turn heel, whether or not it was a plan already. And if it was a plan already, then good. They got their, all of their cards are going to play out just nicely. But I don't know. It feels to me like they might have to pivot if this wasn't already the plan to turn her heel.
We'll see. I don't know that there's room for both Rhea and Bianca to be heel in this program, especially this close to WrestleMania. If you really like the idea of Bianca being a heel in this program, I think it could be beyond WrestleMania in a program with Jade and Naomi, because she still has that going on as well. But I think for WrestleMania, I think it's going to be pretty basic for Bianca. I think she's going to be one of the baby faces in this.
All right, moving on, we got Dakota Kai defeating Ivy Nile. Not really too much to say about that. They kept it very, very brief. Dakota Kai got a win, so we'll kind of just fast forward through that. Jey Uso defeated Austin Theory. That was another one. Did we already talk about this?
Yeah, we already talked about it. Yeah.
Oh, no wonder. I was like, I felt like I already said what I needed to say about that.
We-
Looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute, what?
You'll see. We because we aren't really going to talk so much about that Seth Rollins promo because it was nothing. We basically already got through the show. We literally already got through the show.
I was looking at that right now. I'm like, wait a minute, we already went through it all. So I'm like, oh shit.
Well, think about it. Like the show, that Seth Rollins segment being a whole nothing burger.
Yeah.
One, it was 10 minutes, and 2, the show ended 7 minutes earlier than it normally does. So, like, to me, this show felt like after the John Cena stuff, they're like, all right, let's wrap it up. Let's go home. Yeah, let's do a great Penta and Ludwig match. But everything else just sort of felt like for the rest of the episode. There was nothing else that really stood out. I really feel like WWE was intentionally making this episode the I just want you to walk away remembering what John Cena said episode.
You're right, because I also feel because our Monday Night Raw post show here was
Out of my way, Fit.
Two differences in my head because I like.
I didn't do much with them as Intercontinental champ.
You know, it's funny because people really love Braun Breaker, but they are doing jack shit with this guy. They have done nothing to advance his character. And it's funny because I think that as a performer, Braun Breaker has shown that he's not, you know, his dad was probably the best one-note personality maybe in history, because Scott Steiner. He was just a terrifically one-note character, but he was so gosh darn entertaining. And Braun is that. This dude has proven that whether it's, you know, on camera or on camera, like in the behind the scenes, or when he's like reacting to one of his matches, interviews, whatever, Braun Breaker's got dimension to him as a performer. So there's stuff you can mine there. It's just they have not. I mean, it's similar to Wire. Like, kind of they're just there. Not a lot of character going on. Not a lot of stories that they're involved in. They're just sort of there as the title. Penta, on the other hand, this guy, you cannot turn away from him when he's either wrestling, and this is nothing new, but WWE's production really does amp this up. For every, this goes way back. Whenever people come to WWE, I'll never forget seeing Jericho in WWE for the first time. And it's like, I don't know what that is, but he just looks cool.
It's all that time Triple H spent working on people's interests.
Hey, you know what? Maybe that is the most important thing. Maybe he should be focusing on that instead of the entirety of the Raw tag.
Win. Crowd was into this. Crowd was basically into everything here. And it was exactly how you would expect it to be. Kaiser loses, Penta wins, and Penta is moving on to bigger and better things. Kathy Kelly asks Penta what's next. Penta cut a big-time promo here and said he is eyeing next the Intercontinental Championship. I can definitely get behind that. Now, Braun Breaker was in the main event tonight against Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship. We all knew Dominic Mysterio and the Judgment Day were going to play a part in the outcome of that match, but we didn't know how. I said on social media after this Penta promo with Kathy Kelly, are we setting up Penta versus Breaker one-on-one, which is my preferred match, or are we looking at a multi-man match with Dominic involved and him with Finn Balor in the mix for the Intercontinental Championship? Or are we looking at two separate matches? Are we looking at Balor, Dominic, and then Penta Breaker? Or are we looking at some multi-man match with all four men involved? We'll see what happens. I don't know. I would prefer one-on-one matches across the board, but that is just me. Because if you look at the WrestleMania landscape, you're getting two multi-person matches. It's going to be Rollins, it's going to be Reigns, it's going to be Punk in a triple threat match, and then it's going to be Rhea, Io, and Bianca in a triple threat match. Why do we need another multi-person match when we already have two mega multi-person matches? I don't get it. Has Penta been a superstar in WWE? The answer is yes. Tony Khan fucked up. Penta is an absolute stud. He's doing great. And he's already going to have a WrestleMania moment. Unbelievable. Backstage, There was a segment earlier in the day which set up the Creed brothers against Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. American Made played dumb about Chad Gable being in the lucha mask.
Leave a backstage segment. Chad Gable to American Made. Who is the masked man? Isn't it Gable or that's someone else? Lyra challenged Bailey rematch for the title. So I guess we're gonna get Lyra and Bailey. Lyra's not doing shit with the title. She hadn't defended that much. I guess we'll defend it next week in Bailey. Bailey's not doing anything. Is she on WrestleMania? I don't think she'll have a WrestleMania match. She's going after this IC title for the woman. Well, I think I'll end the video. I think I covered everything. Just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Please subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comment section if y'all want to see more. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. Oh, actually, hold on.
Ahoy there!
Thank you.
I will.
Thank you.
Okay. The title next week. Balor meets with Dominic. He starts hugging Dominic. Tells Dominic that he's his right-hand man. Dominic said, sure, man, anything for the Judgment Day. Dominic told Finn an idea. Liv said now is not the best time. Dominic said, I have to tell him, now's the best time. He said, whoever or whenever they lost J.D. McDonough, whenever he went down with injury, they lost some muscle. I think it's time to add a new member. Balor got angry because he's been denying Dominic's request for a new member for weeks now. So he angrily asked Dominic, who? Dominic suggested Penta. Balor says after they've been the way that they have been for the last 7 weeks, all that they've been through, you're having conversations with people behind my back, and then you land on Penta and come to me with Penta as a potential new member in the Judgment Day. The guy who just declared he wants the Intercontinental Championship, my Intercontinental Championship. Now, he hasn't won it yet, but he's staking claim to it already. You know what? Balor said, you, Dominic, are a snake. Dominic looks at Carlito. Carlito looks at Dominic. And Carlito said, you don't really watch the show, do you? Dominic then said to Carlito, I didn't know he was going after the Intercontinental title. So it looks like there is some trouble brewing for the Judgment Day and Finn Balor. Oh my goodness, man. We got a $100 super chat from Dovey. Sorry, JD, you're dealing with all this hate. We, the OTS family, know your heart. We know how much you love what you do and how hard you work to be the best for us every single show. Fuck them. Love you. Keep being you. OTS for life. That's another round of applause. Right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Dovey. Appreciate all of your support. Now, I want to take you back to a couple of weeks ago. There was a segment on Friday, I think it was Monday Night Raw, that Dominic was suspiciously in the background, and you saw him talking to somebody, and then somebody was carrying Cross. Karrion Kross is getting involved in several different aspects here on Monday night, whether it's with Sami Zayn, AJ Styles, Dominic Mysterio. Karrion Kross is definitely playing a part in Dominic making the decisions for the Judgment Day, because Kross sees exactly what Balor is and what Balor's going to do before Dominic sees it, and he's trying to alert Dominic of what Balor's going to do and who Balor is. So if you guys missed that aspect of it, that was a couple weeks ago. So Karrion Kross is potentially that evil devil, that evil influence over his shoulder. You got the good devil and the angel, both harping in Dominic's ear, and Karrion Kross is the evil influence. Get rid of Finn. Don't listen to Finn. Take leadership of the Judgment Day. Make the decisions you think are best for the Judgment Day. I like Karrion Kross's role on the roster, man. I think him being that type of character has been great. I just like to see that translated to what he does for himself in the ring. Dakota Kai and Ivy Nile, one-on-one here. Chad Gable made his way out in a suit, and he ran out there and did nothing but cause a distraction for Ivy Nile. She was almost surprised to see Gable out there. Gable wore a suit, he ran out, match began, he joined the Creeds at ringside. Nile used this as a distraction and hit a Uranage version.
Yeah, I'm gonna end the video. I think I made it long enough. Sorry it took too long, but just want to let you guys hear my favorite podcast, JD from New York. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna end my video right here. I'll see y'all later. Until next time.